We got that. YouTube. How y'all doing today, man? What's good with all my people out there? This light, like, it's damn near getting dark. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But it's all good. As long as y'all can hear me. Feel good to be back on here. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. Take some of the drink. That's my niece cook. Let me know in the chat, man. Y'all ready to get this knowledge? You feel me? Let me know in the chat right now if y'all ready to get some knowledge in y'all head. Y'all got enough entertainment today. Now it's time to get some knowledge. Because the entertainment ain't going to pay you. You know, you don't get paid to laugh. You feel me? I didn't get paid for what I just did. You feel me? So, we got the entertainment because every day we get entertainment. But do we get knowledge? You feel me? You scrolled all day. You made time for that. But when it comes time to pick up a book, you make up all these reasons in your mind why you can't do it. Lazy. God damn it. Pitiful. Say nah. What you peeking for?
What?
What you peeking for?
What you peeking for?
I'm taking this mirror off.
Turn it off.
No.
You gonna leave it on there?
I'll take it off. Why?
You want to know how to peek at it? You want to peek it?
I'm about to read it. Shake. Yeah, like I said though, you got the entertainment today, but you ain't, you, you, you ain't pick up a book. You ain't pick up a book. You didn't learn nothing. You already know how to laugh. You don't need to learn how to laugh. You need to learn how to become a better you. That's what we need to make popular. Enhancing what we got. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. So yesterday I was supposed to get on here, right? And this just goes to show how, what we've been taught, right, is still embedded in us because I'm gonna tell y'all why. So yesterday I was supposed to get on here, right? I didn't get on here. I didn't get on here, man. But I'm gonna tell you why I didn't get on here. Because I talked myself out of it and I told myself that I was gonna do it tomorrow. Shame on me. But you know what? I didn't make it a habit to do that. And what I mean by that, when we put something off and, we let it go off for 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, now we made that a habit. We made a habit of not showing up. I missed 1 day and that's it. Because today, I had a long day today. And of course, when you have a long day, all you want to do is go home, go to sleep. So I was negotiating with myself in my mind, basically saying like, I'm gonna do it in an hour. I was just distracting myself from not picking up this book. I was distracting myself from not picking up this book. But I pushed through it, and as y'all can see, I did it. Cause now after I read, I'm gonna feel good about it. I'm gonna feel good about myself, and I'm pushing the needle to be consistent. You feel me? Cause what we do is when we want to do something, when we no, when no, let me reset this. When we gotta do something, and I learned this in a book, we tend to um, talk ourselves out of it. Meaning like we add up reasons on why we can't do it in our mind. You can't see the physical reasons, but you add up mental reasons in your mind on why you can't do something. You feel me? So that's what I did yesterday. I was just validating my reasons, justifying my reasons, to where I should have just picked up the book instantly instead of, saying I gotta do this, just trying to find ideas to get away from the book. That's more so to say that, don't make it a habit and don't make it a habit of not showing up. It's cool if you don't show up for 1 day, but don't make it 2 days. Cause once it's 2 days, it goes to 3 days, go to a week, 2 weeks, a month. Then you're like, damn, like I haven't did this in a minute. You feel me? So make it a habit of doing it, and then, cause we're creatures of habits, meaning like everything we do has a habit. You wake up, you brush your teeth with the same hand, you put your pants on with the same right leg, or you do left leg. Either way, you put it on the same way every day. It's just automatic. You don't have to think about it, right? But like we have to consciously make our choices, right? Because if we don't consciously make our choices, then our unconscious self and then the habits we have that are with that unconscious self, it's automatic and it doesn't lead us nowhere. Because I feel like, and I'm speaking for me, I don't know you guys' motives. Y'all gonna have to communicate in the chat, things that you're dealing with so we can be transparent with each other and I can help y'all and y'all can help me on like, the things that I more so try to fix about myself and that y'all try to fix about yourself. But yeah, we just gotta be transparent in the chat, you feel me? And let me know because I can't help y'all if y'all don't let me know what it is that y'all dealing with, cause it's something that I might have went through that y'all are going through and I can give y'all light on it. But as we read in this book that people tend to stay in the dark. So like it's not our job to help people that don't want to be helped. You feel me? Cause them people want to stay where they at. They all they gonna do is complain. They're complainers. They complain and complain and complain and blame people for the shit that's going on in their life. But going back to that conscious, you gotta consciously make decisions. You feel me? So like, hold on, I got a burp and it's not coming out. Like I said, you gotta consciously make decisions. Cause if you don't consciously make decisions, then you just gonna keep doing the shit that you don't like doing, but you still doing it. You feel me? And when I say make conscious decisions, that's like me when I go throughout my day. I gotta make a conscious decision that I'm gonna read my books today. I'm gonna read the chapters that I said I was gonna read and stop negotiating with myself. See, like, I'm gonna give y'all another story. Like, not even a story, but an example. Say like you come home, long day at work, right? You had a long ass day, but all you want to do is chill, play the game, and and smoke, knowing that you got a big load of dishes in the sink. So like I don't know how y'all houses is set up, but like with me, once I come in the door, I see the first thing I see the kitchen. That's the first thing I see. So if I know I got to do the dishes and I walk past them, that just goes to show that I'm being lazy and I'm not sticking to my word. I don't stick to my word because I said I'm just using this as an example too. So know that. And I said before I went to bed that night, say I said like, oh, I'm gonna do the dishes when I get off work tomorrow. And I get off work, I had a long day, and like I said, when I come in the house, the first thing I see is the kitchen. So I pass the kitchen, knowing in the back of my head I said I was gonna do this. But you gotta make that conscious decision to say, okay, I said I was gonna do this, and this is what I was gonna do. But this is what we tend to do when we say we're gonna do something, and it's time for to do it. We tend to we tend to do so much stuff, and then when it's time to sit down and do it, we don't even want to do it because we try to find things to distract us from doing it. You might want to say, oh, I gotta get in the shower real quick because I had a long day at work. Oh, I gotta go walk the dog. Oh, I gotta sweep, I gotta vacuum. You doing all these things but washing the dishes. So when it's time for you to wash the dishes, you don't even want to wash them because you spent all that time trying to do other things when you was really supposed to do the dishes when you first came in the crib. So that just goes to show like we gotta get in the habit of sticking to our word, and we gotta get in the habit of just doing it instead of thinking about it. Because when we think about something, we don't want to do it. And when I say when we think about something, not just like off the rip, but I'm saying like when we think about we gotta do the dishes, now all of a sudden we got hella reasons on why we not doing the dishes. If that makes sense, you feel me? We adding up so many reasons to not do the dishes, so we end up not doing it. You feel me? Instead of just tackling the dishes off rip, saying, okay, I'm putting every day now. I'm going straight to the dishes. I don't give a fuck how many dishes in there. I'm doing them all. Next thing you know, you done with them, and you gonna feel good because you like, damn, like I did this without complaining. Like you starting you feeling it because once you do something that you didn't want to do and you glad you did it after it's done, you gonna feel good about it. You feel me? It's like this feeling that you get once you do it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like when I came home today, and it's daylight savings, it get dark fast. So you like everybody like, damn, it's only 7 and it's this dark. I feel tired. Then when niggas say that around the crib, it's like, damn, like you right. Now I gotta go to sleep. Nah, you making me want to go to sleep. So that added into, of course, making me not want to do something. But I'm glad that I'm showing up and that I'm reading to y'all because I wasn't about to read today. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, but you know, I'm not negotiating with myself. Because I know what I want to do in life, and if I keep pushing it off, that's not who I want to be. I want to be a person that shows up every day, that's consistent, that's sticking to their word, that move with integrity. Like all these characteristics that I desire of myself that I'm gonna become. But it's just the whole concept of showing up. You can show up. You don't gotta give 100%. It's good to give 100%. Like we desire to give 100%, but like if we can't get 100%, at least put in 1%, 2%. Put in how much you can put in, but go beyond that. You feel me? If you put in 1%, try to do 5%. You feel me? I'm just saying. Now I'm not telling you what to do, but like push yourself, because one thing I've noticed on this journey of my journey is that we are great. You feel me? Not like the Frosted Flakes commercial. I said it like the Frosted Flakes commercial, but I had to get it across to y'all like that. Like we are literally great. But you know what happened? The way we grew up, it's just like we got rocked the bed. We got fed formula that made us not notice our greatness. We got fed lies that made us not notice our greatness. So now we think we not great at something. But I'm here to tell y'all, bro, like you just gotta tell yourself that you great, and it's gonna push you. You gonna feel that, like you ain't gonna feel it outwardly, but you gonna feel it inwardly when you tell yourself you great. Like you gonna want to move, you gonna want to walk and get across that bridge. You feel me? But I honestly feel that we're all great, like because I felt it in myself when I told myself the other day when I didn't want to get out of bed, because I always tell myself like greatness greatness to me means showing up every day. That's what greatness means to me. Like we all have our own definitions of greatness. Some of y'all might be like, that's not what great means, but you got to understand, this is how I look at greatness. Greatness is showing up every day and giving your full effort, even on the days you don't want to do it. It sounds like discipline, but that's also greatness to me. Greatness is dedicated and committed to being great. Like I said a minute ago, like we are already great. It's just we gotta wake ourselves back up. We gotta wake ourselves back up, because like I said, we've been rocked the bed by the people that told us lies, by the world we live in. They made it seem like we're not great. So now we walking around half-assed and lazy. We don't want to do nothing, and motivation only gonna last us so long. We don't need motivation. My motivation is shit that I go through, that I went through, I mean. And I don't need motivation. I really don't. I need discipline. And I know for sure the habits that I have is leading me to discipline. Like when I like, it be days where I don't want to do nothing, but I'll be telling myself like, bro, greatness show up every day. You feel me? Like if you sit down in this bed, you not great. I'm not saying I'm not literally not great, but like greatness don't sit down. We get the moving. We don't, we keep going. We stick it to the vision. No matter what obstacle come, we already know what we want. That's like look at it like this. Say you got a plan for the day, and you got a location that you want to go to, and you in your car putting this destination that you're going to, right? You putting your little things in the GPS, and my fault. You put your little thing in the GPS, your destination, and you back out your driveway and you start to travel along the road, and then you come to find out it's hella traffic, it's a car accident, it's a flood, it's this detour, but your mind is focused on where the destination. So you're not tripping or bitching about the traffic or the accidents or the flood on the road, because you know where you want to go. And I'm saying that to say, as long as you know where you want to go, the obstacles don't matter, because you're going to find another route to get up through and get to your destination, period, point blank. You feel me? And that's how I feel like we need to look at shit, because, like, shit happens. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. We just know tomorrow going to come and the sun going to come up. That's all we know, you know? That's all we know. But the whole thing is, you got to know where you want to go. You got to put your destination. You got to put your destination in that GPS and be committed to that destination. You feel me? So that's just something to think about, if that makes sense. I hope everything I'm saying makes sense, because a lot of things that I speak about is just not for me to speak about because I could be doing other things, but I'm just speaking about things that I've gained awareness on and or that I've been through that, help me move forward in life instead of being, stagnant and not moving. Because one thing I tell myself is I'm going to continue to move. Even if it don't make sense, I'm not going to just dwell and sit on the couch frustrated. Like, I got to move. You're going to be more frustrated because you're not moving. You got to move. You standing in one spot and you like, why do I keep getting smacked? Like, why you keep smacking me? You not moving. So if you don't move, you're going to keep getting smacked by whoever's smacking you. But if you move, now that hand is just smacking the air because now you moved out the way. You feel me? So that's just some food for thought, y'all. But like I said, my whole thing is with this is just we got to get our mind right. Because once our mind is right, bro, you can't take nothing away from somebody that got the right mindset, that thinks big, that thinks positive, that thinks success. You can't take that away from somebody. And once somebody get their mindset right, it's a dangerous game for them. I promise you, ain't nobody stopping them. And that's me. I know where I want to go. My destination is in that GPS. I know where I want to go. That's all that matters. But hold up. My light about to go out, bro. Hold up. I gotta get it blocked. We just gonna have a regular light on. Cause I've been on here for 23 minutes. Y'all know how I do when I get on this live, bro. I gotta get a little sermon and then start reading. I ain't gonna lie, I'm out of breath. I am out of breath, yo. I've been talking and talking and talking and talking. But we about to read though. Since I didn't read yesterday, we gonna read 2 chapters today. Cause I didn't read yesterday. Don't negotiate with yourself because when you don't follow through with what you say, bro, you're gonna be behind. You're gonna be behind. So just do what you gotta do, bro. And be around people that's gonna, be around people that don't put things behind. Because if you're around people that put things behind and say, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, 10 times out of 10, you're gonna do what they do. Monkey see, monkey do. You feel me? So my whole objective is getting better than I was yesterday. The man that doesn't plan for tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, he won't be no better than he was today. Let me say that again. And straight. It said, the quote says, hold up. Bro, it's so dark. Fuck. It says, what is it? It says, the person who doesn't plan for tomorrow, when tomorrow comes, he won't be no better than he was today. So yeah, you just gotta have the desire to want to change, and I want to. So that's why you see me changing every day. All right, y'all. So we reading well file number 8. So get you a pen and paper and write down what we finna go over. It's like class, but it's useful information. What if I set it up here? I'm telling y'all, bro, get the mindset right. Everything gonna be good. But I see, bro, like people are lazy. People don't want to learn, and I see it. I don't see how y'all don't want to read these books. Like it's in the books, literally. They've been through. Why don't you learn from them? And when I say them, I'm talking about the people that wrote the books because obviously they went through what you are trying to go through or what you're going through and succeeded. So it's like, why don't you learn from them? You want to get on. I ain't gonna speak on that. We want to get. We like entertainment over education. Of course, yes, we've grown up to do that, but like, who want to keep getting entertained? You know, you don't get paid for entertainment unless you're a comedian. It goes education over entertainment. That's how I go for me. How you broke and entertain? One stream of income is crazy in this world. You got one stream of income and you getting entertained. You need to get some education. But people be like, how can I make more money? Learn about it. Learn what they do. Learn what the wealthy people do. You know, we let her follow our friends and shit. You feel me? We let her follow them and do what they do, but we don't want to mock how rich people get rich. It's backwards. Don't be surprised if when I become a millionaire. I'm telling y'all, don't be surprised, cause I'm not. I'm not gonna be. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm not gonna be surprised. I'm telling y'all that right now. I'm telling you, and it's not even no flex. Huh?
Here's some good skin repair cream for your hands.
What is that lotion?
It's not lotion, it's like a cream you can put like on your legs and your feet for dry skin.
All right, thank you.
Real good. I was just going through my stuff and I found those tubes. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down.
I can have it.
Yeah, because I found the other one. I got two of them. Oh, you want to be hard headed.
You want me to get her down?
You don't want sleeping up there with her.
Come here, Nova. Come here. Come here, Nova. Come on.
She gonna see if she trying to see if what I'm gonna say. Get down.
No.
She been hard headed. I gotta get this bed fixed. Go.
No.
Let me stop before she fuck around and bite me. Big head. Don't you come listen to me.
Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey, girl. Nova, Nova. Hey, girl. Look. Bro. Oh, my God. You just licked my mouth. Oh, my God. That was nasty. Like, come here. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. 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 Come here. Come here. Come here. No. Say hey, YouTube. Say hey, YouTube. Dogs are so lucky, bro. They don't gotta do nothing. I wish I was a dog. Nova, you wanna switch bodies? You wanna become me? I'll be you for a couple days. Nova, you wanna switch bodies, cuz? Nova, Nova, Nova. Oh, your breath stink. Hey, move. You gonna read? Hey, get. What's your cuz? I ain't mean to hit you that hard. All right, that was a little entertainment for y'all. Y'all know y'all like that. All right, so we reading Wealth File number 8. Rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value. Poor people think negatively about selling and promoting. So what he's saying is, poor people, when we say poor, we're talking about a mentality, not money. It's just a way of thinking when they say poor. But it says poor people think negatively about selling and promotion. So what he's saying is poor people think that it's not good to put themselves out there. They think that it's bad to sell their product or put their product out there or promote their product. That's what he means by, he's saying poor people think negatively. So let's see if I'm right. It says peak potentials training, right? It says one of the companies licensed with my programs offers over a dozen different programs, right? It says during the initial seminar, usually the Millionaire Mind Intensive, they briefly mention a few of our other courses, then offer the participants special at seminar tuition rates and bonuses. Let me read that again. It says during the initial seminar, usually the Millionaire Mind Intensive, they briefly mention a few of our other courses, then offer the participants special at seminar tuition rates and bonuses. It says most people are thrilled. They appreciate getting to hear what the other courses are about and to receive the special pricing. Listen, he's promoting, right? He says some people, however, are not so thrilled. They resent any promotion regardless of how it might benefit them. If this sounds in any way like you, It's an important characteristic to notice about yourself. So he's saying like negative people resent special benefits, promotions, regardless of how it's gonna benefit them, they resent that, right? That's what he's saying. It says resenting promotion is one of the greatest obstacles to success. People who have issues with selling and promotion. Wait, let me reread that. It says people who have issues with selling and promotions are usually broke. It's obvious. How can you create a large income in your own business or as a representative of one if you aren't willing to let people know that your product or your service exists? Let me reread that. Listen to what he's saying. It's a little dark in here. It says, how can you create a large income in your own business or as a representative of wait, bro, my phone keeps falling. All right, listen. I'm gonna reread this one more time. It says, how can you create a large income in your own business or as a representative of one if you aren't willing to let people know that your product, or your service exists? So it's saying like, how can you create, a large amount of money if people don't know about your service or your business, right? Because remember the title of the wealth file number 8, it says, rich people are willing to promote themselves and their value. Poor people think negatively about selling and promotion, right? He said, even as an employee, if you aren't willing to promote your virtues, someone who is willing will quickly bypass you on a corporate ladder. Listen to what he's saying. Even as an employee, if you aren't willing to promote your virtues, someone who is willing will quickly bypass you on the corporate ladder. So he's saying like, if you don't make your value seen in the world, or if you don't promote yourself and put yourself out there, somebody is going to pass you because that someone promoted their values and put themselves out there, made they self stand out. You know, they put their products and services out there, right? So it's good to know that. Always promote yourself. Don't think it's bad to not promote yourself. Wait, don't think it's bad to promote yourself. Promote yourself. When you come across people, promote your product, right? It says people have a problem with promotion or sales for several reasons, right? It says chances are you might recognize one or more of the following, right? So listen to this. First, you may have had a bad experience in the past with people promoting to you inappropriately. Maybe you perceived they were doing the hard sell on you. Maybe they were bothering you at an important time. Maybe they wouldn't take no for an answer. In any case, it's important to recognize that this experience is in the past and that holding on to it may not be serving you today. And that goes with anything. Let me underline that. I think these are short chapters too, so we won't be on here that long. But I'm gonna reread this because I feel this is important. It say it's important to recognize that this experience is in the past and that holding on to it may not be serving you today. So that's like with anything we go through in life. If we still holding on to something that's not serving us, that can cause us not to move forward, you know. And I feel we all know that. Like that's like trying to hold on to piss and you know you gotta pee. You know, that's not gonna serve you. It's gonna end up oh damn. We got the light back for real. Damn. Shout out to the light. I'm about to turn it. Shout out to the light. Shout out to the light. So remember that. It's important to you, it's important to recognize that this experience is in the past and that holding on to it may not serve you today, right? So understand that. It says second. So we going over, you know, the following that chances are that you might not be promoting yourself, right? Because it says people have a problem with promotion or sales for several reasons. Chances are you might recognize one or more of the following. So we just went over the first one. The first one is, you know, you probably had a bad experience in the past with somebody promoting to you inappropriately or they try to hard sell you, right? That's the first one. Or, you know, um, they won't take no for an answer. So overall, you just had a bad experience with someone trying to promote something and it, you know, mess with you. And that's number one. So let's write that down. I'm gonna just write in my notes, promote your stuff. I'm gonna just write in my notes, promote your values. Your values, comma, let go of the past. Cause that's basically what I got from that message. Promote your values and let go of the past. So now we on number two. It says number two, you may have had a disempowering experience when you tried to sell something to someone and that person totally rejected you. Right? So we probably had an experience with somebody where we was promoting our product and you know somebody rejected us. You know, some people can't take rejection. So you know that probably messed with us. So it's a second. You may have had a disempowering experience when you tried to sell something to someone and that person totally rejected you. In this instance, your distaste for promotion is merely a projection of your own fear of failure and rejection. Again, realize the past does not necessarily equal the future, right? So we all should know the past does not equal the future. Just because it happened in our past don't mean it's gonna happen in our future. We all know that. So you can put in your notes, past does not equal future. We could also write in our notes, comma, rejection isn't bad. Rejection isn't bad. We can say that, right? Because when we fear rejection, we just putting fear on our own self. We basically saying we scared to fail. And we shouldn't be scared to fail because like I said, we got greatness in us already. Okay, third, it says third, your issue might come from past parental programming. Parent parental, I think I'm saying that right. Parental programming, right? Many of us were told that it's impolite to toot your own horn. So we all probably was growing up hearing like, don't say that, don't tell them that, you know. And when we get told that, we want to hold our mouths as we get older. We don't want to promote ourselves because of what we was programmed growing up. You gotta understand, like I said last live, that our thoughts come from what we was conditioned to and programmed to. So some of us might be like, why do I think these thoughts? You gotta understand, it comes from what you were programmed as a kid, and you carry that over, and then you still, living off that program. If you don't change that program, you won't change. Simple. It says many of us were told that it's impolite to toot your own horn. Well, that's great if you make a living as Miss Manners. But in the real world, when it comes to business and money, if you don't toot your horn, I guarantee nobody will. So when he said that nobody will speak for you. It says rich people are willing to extol their virtues and value to anyone who will listen and hopefully do business with them as well. So he's saying, this is what I got from it. In the real world, in the real world, if you don't speak up, nobody will do business. You feel me? Not business, business. Business with you. That's what I got from it. So basically, in the real world, if you don't promote yourself, nobody gonna promote, and you won't get no business. Simple. That's the third one. And finally, some people feel that promotion is beneath them. I call this the high and mighty syndrome, otherwise known as the aren't I so special attitude. The feeling in this case is that if people want what you have, they should somehow find and come to you. People who have this belief are either broke or soon will be, that's for sure. They can hope that everyone's going to scour the land searching for them, but the truth is that the marketplace is crowded with products and services, and even though theirs may be the best, no one will ever know that because they're too snooty to tell anyone. You're probably familiar with the saying, build a better mousetrap and the world will beat a path to your door. Well, that's only true if you add 5 words if they know about it. That's good. So what he's saying, basically, like people with the belief that, you know, um, people with the belief that, hopefully somebody gonna, hear about my product. Hopefully. What he's saying is people with that belief are gonna be broke or is already broke because they think that somebody is gonna come to them because of their product is good. And he said if they don't tell nobody or if nobody know about their product, then they won't get business because they believe that people should find them instead of them going to find people. So it says people who have this belief are either broke or will be soon, right? Because he's saying the marketplace is already crowded with products and services, and he said, and even though theirs may be the best, no one will ever know because they're too snooty to tell anyone, right? So remember that's good. That's good to know because if you walk around with the belief saying like people should know about my product, even though I don't tell nobody, then people with this belief are going to either be broke or soon will be broke. No, he said people are broke or soon will be broke, right? He said they can hope that everyone going to skirt the land searching for them, but the truth is the marketplace is crowded with products and services. I don't know this word, so I gotta write it in the back. I think it's scour. Scour. So he said scour the land. I think like search, right? So that's what he's saying. Like that's what he means by rich and poor mentality. Like poor people mindset thinks like, oh, like, you know, people need to know about my product, but people don't even hear you speak about your product or promote it. So how's people gonna know about it if you don't promote it, right? And he said they're one either broke or soon to be broke. So it's good to promote. The key word is promotion. Promote yourself. Put yourself out there. And I'm speaking to myself too. You know. It says rich people are almost always excellent promoters. They can and are willing to promote their products and services and their ideas with passion and enthusiasm. I can't wait to read all the other books on here, bro. Y'all gonna love these books, bro, for real. They help me a lot, mindfully wise, you know. And it's so much more to know. Because every time I learn, I know that it's more to learn. Because once I find out I learned something new, I know that I don't know something else. So don't ever think you know everything. Because when you think you know everything, you stop learning. And I don't know nothing. Period, point blank. It says rich people are almost always excellent promoters. They can and are willing to promote their products, their services, and their ideas with passion and enthusiasm. What's more, they're skilled at packaging their value in a way that's extremely attractive. If you think there's something wrong with that, then let's ban makeup for women. And while we're at it, we might as well get rid of suits for all men. All that is nothing more than packaging. So he said, rich people are skilled at packaging their value in a way that's extremely attractive. So our question is, how can we package our values in an extremely attractive way? Like, how can we do that? That should be our question, me and your question. How can we, let me write that. How can I package my value in a extremely So that's our question. How can we package our values in a extremely attractive way? First, we need to understand what are our values. We can't package them if we don't know our values. So the next question is, what are my values? We need to ask great questions because if we don't ask great questions, we won't get great answers. You feel me? So we gotta ask good questions. If you wanna know something, ask a good question. It says if you think there's something wrong with that, then let's ban makeup for women. And while we're at it, we might as well get rid of suits for men. All that is nothing more than packaging, right? It says Robert Kiyosaki, best-selling author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, points out that every business, including writing books, depends on selling. He notes that he is recognized as a best-selling author, not a best writer author, one that pays a lot more than the other. Rich people are usually leaders, and all great leaders are great promoters. To be a leader, you must inherently have followers and supporters, which means that you have to be adept at selling, inspiring, and motivating people to buy into your vision. So I need y'all. If I don't got y'all behind me, bro, it's like, what am I leading? So I need y'all. And as long as y'all need me, I'm gonna help you. So we're gonna exchange. It's like I give you, you give me, you know. So it says to be a leader, you must inherently have followers and supporters, right? Which means that you have to be adept at selling, inspiring, and motivating people to buy into your vision. Right? It says even the president of the United States of America has to continuously sell his ideas to the people, to Congress, and even to his own party to have them implemented. And way before all of that takes place, if he doesn't sell himself in the first place, he'll never even get elected. In short, any leader who can't or won't promote will not be a leader for long, be it in politics, business, sports, or even as a parent. I'm harping on this because leaders earn a heck of a lot more money than followers, right? It says the critical point here isn't whether you like to promote or not. It is why you're promoting. It boils down to your beliefs. Do you really believe in your values? Do you really believe in the product or service you are offering? Do you really believe that what you have will be of benefit to whomever you're promoting it to, right? It says, if you believe in your value, how could it possibly be appropriate to hide it from people who need it? Listen to that. Listen to what he just said. If you believe in your value, so if you believe you have value, how could it possibly be appropriate to hide it from people who need it, right? Suppose you had a cure for arthritis and you met someone who was suffering and in pain with the disease. Would you hide it from him or her? So that's like if you got a gift and you know it can help people, would you hide it? Some of y'all might be like, no, why would I hide it? That's what people do. They hide their gifts unconsciously, not knowing, you know. I'm still trying to figure out like what I'm good at. I might be doing what I'm good at, but I just, you know, I don't know because I feel like I would know. So I don't know. That's why I'm still, you know, knocking on the doors, trying to find it. But it says, would you hide it from him or her? It says, would you wait for that person to read your mind or guess that you have a product that could help? What would you think of someone who didn't offer suffering people the opportunity because they were too shy, too afraid, or too cool to promote? It says more often than not, people who have a problem with promotion don't fully believe in their product or don't fully believe in themselves. Consequently, it's difficult for them to imagine that other people believe so strongly in their value that they want to share it with everyone who comes their way and in any way they can. So he's basically saying like people who don't promote don't fully believe in their products or services. And he's saying like how can other people chime in on this vision if you don't even believe in yourself, right? It says consequently it's difficult for them to imagine that other people believe so strongly in their values that they want to share with everyone who comes their way and in any way they can. If you believe that what you have to offer can truly assist people, it's your duty to let as many people as possible know about it. In this way, you not only help people, you get rich, right? So that's the end of that chapter, right? Now we're on wealth file number 9. It's only 2 pages, but that's the thing. Like, we shouldn't get bored at getting knowledge, because knowledge is what's gonna bring the money in. I'm not saying like it's definitely important to bring the money in. You know, that's one of the reasons why we get knowledge. But it's also, for me, it's definitely the money on why I get this knowledge, but it's also because of the person I'm becoming. So it's 50-50, right? Because I'm getting money, I'm getting paid for becoming the person that I need to become, and I'm growing. I think I just said that right. You know, it's really about who you become when you get this knowledge, and what you do with it. You feel me? So, ooh, this my chapter. Ooh, y'all gonna like this one. But yeah, knowledge. If you want to get your money right, I tell you, bro, learn from the people that's already wealthy. I don't know y'all motives. Some of y'all want to get rich. Some of y'all want to spend $1 million. Some of y'all want $1 million in assets. I don't know y'all motives, but y'all gotta tell me in the chat, because at the end of the day, you still need the mindset, because you can have $100, right, and spend it like crazy because you don't got the mindset, and you can also have $1 million and spend it like crazy because you don't have the mindset, right? It's not how much you make, it's what you do with how much you make, right? You got $100 and you invest 75% of that and put up the other half for you. You know what to do with your money. That's like, if you got $1 million, you're gonna put up 75% of that and put the other half up for what you want to do with it. But you always want to have your money working for you. You don't want to spend your money and not get a return on it, right? You don't want to do that. At least from what I've learned, right? You want your money to always work for you. You want it to put in assets to where it grows. Spending your money is not, you're not getting a return on it. Damn. Yeah, but I don't know y'all motives, so I really can't speak on it too much. But right now, we're focusing on the mindset. We focus on getting these. We gotta think. We gotta think right. We gotta stop bringing ourselves down. Cause you gotta understand, the only person that's bringing you down is yourself. Y'all might be like, "What do you mean? How am I bringing myself down with myself?" Cause what you thinking, and you can't say somebody else is thinking this. You are thinking this. I'm thinking this. If I think of a thought right now, I'd be like, bro, I can't do shit. Like, I'm not gonna say that. I can't even joke around saying that, for real. I'm scared to say that. For real, nigga. Like, but just say, like, you say a negative thought, you gonna feel negative. I'm not saying no negative thought, even if I'm joking. That's not no joke to me. You feel me? Like, but I'm just saying, like, you think what you think. You become what you think. And you the only one hearing what you think. I'm telling y'all, bro, get your mindset right. This is where it's at. And I seen it. Now I'm experiencing it right now. That's why I ain't stressing about nothing. I see a lot of people around me that just, I can see through them. They just beat down to the ground. They don't know what to do but just to work. Like, I already know where I want to go. I'm chilly. I'm not chilling, but like, I know where I want to go. I got my destination in that GPS, and it could flood all it want. It could be a tornado. It could be a hurricane. That's just obstacles. But no, I know where I want to go, and that's where I'm gonna go. Might take a little longer because of a little detour, but you know, I'm building on my mind so I know how to think better to maneuver, get around that. But let's get into this one right here. I might have to go get a little drink. You feel me? Get a little drink for this chapter, because this chapter right here, this right here, I used to preach it when I used to do the little videos when I read this book on here. But this chapter, I'm gonna really break it down for y'all, bro. Like this chapter, one of the ones. But I'm gonna get something to drink real quick. It's needed. It's mandatory. What's good with it? Well, I'm 21. I'm 21. 21. By 26, I should have, not even should, I'm gonna have 4 to 5 streams of income coming in. All average making 5K. Nothing below that. But beyond that, 5 to 8K a month. That's just off like my dividends. But you know, we gonna bring in a lot of month. But One thing I know for sure is that once you get your mind right, your bank account gonna reflect it. Now I study a lot of, wealthy people, a lot of money books, you know, and if you do what they do, you gonna get the result. Period, point blank. That's like if you would have, if your friend a gangbanger and you gangbang, you gonna get the results. How's it different? Tell me what's the difference. Tell me what the difference is. Cause if I study how wealthy people get wealthy, you don't think I'm gonna get the same results as them? Let me know in the chat, man. Will I or will I not get the same results as them? If I study them, do what they do, think how they think, speak how they speak, breathe how they breathe, purchase how they purchase, you don't think I'm gonna be wealthy? Tell me right now in the chat. But if you got a friend, that's that gangbang, that's in and out of jail, that rob people, and you transition to what he do, and you wasn't even like that, you gonna get the same result. So what's the difference of me doing what the wealthy do, and what's the difference of you transitioning to a hood person? It takes time, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get the same result. So I'm saying that to say, if you truly wanna, like I said, I don't know y'all motives. I don't know what you want to do with your life, but mine is to be financially free. You know, have a lot of assets, right? Have millions of dollars for me and my family, and then I can pass them down, right? But if I study how they move, when I say they, I'm talking about the wealthy people, how they set up stuff, how they purchase assets, you know, I do that, it's inevitable. I'm going to be the result of that is I'm going to be a millionaire. That's the end result. I'm telling y'all that's the end result because that's like you got a kid, right? You got a kid, and your kid is with you every day, and let's just say for a 10-year grace period. Through those 10 years, your kid is just gonna be a mirror of what you are. Some of y'all might see the kid and be like, why the kid act like that? Look at the mom. Monkey see, monkey do. Birds of a feather flock together. It all makes sense. So if I don't study wealthy people and take the action and I won't get wealthy, you will be a fool. Because if you hang around a hood person and you didn't turn out and you wasn't a hood person from the jump and you start hanging out with a hood person, 10 times out of 10, you're going to become a hood person. You're going to be in and out of jail like him if you take the actions he does. It's simple. And that's why I say, like, when we hear things when we get simple answers, we don't believe it because we so programmed to think we need to find a harder answer to it. We be like, oh, that can't be there. That's too simple. What do you mean? Why do you want to be hard? Life is already hard. You don't need that answer to be hard. I'm just saying, y'all. It makes sense. But like I said, I don't know y'all motives. So you gotta let me know. So we can build. I'm here to build some shit. I'm gonna sip my tea. I honestly think I was here to be wealthy. I ain't gonna lie. I honestly believe that. I honestly believe that. Cause if you see my book collection, I started this in 2021, the end of 2021. It really took off in 2022 when oh my God, it's only been 2 years, bro, since I've been in this. It feel like it's so much more to go, bro. Oh my God. But let's get into this. This is my favorite chapter. No cap. I love this chapter. If y'all want to be great, y'all will pay attention. Let me know in the chat, man, if you want me to go back. Because this is one of the ones. Because we all think, we be thinking like, oh, like, I can't believe this happened to me. Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm about to show y'all what you got to do. We don't want to learn. That's the only reason why we stuck. We where we at because we don't want to learn. I do. I want to absorb so much. I'm like a sponge. And it's just going to reflect it. So, there's no need to be surprised. Because it's destined to happen. It's already written. And once it's written in Sharpie, can't undo it. Simple. And another way you can start believing in yourself is just start doing what you say you're going to do. And your belief is going to get stronger. All right. Ooh, I love this chapter. It's nasty. This chapter need a whipping. All right. Y'all ready for this one? Let me write it down. I love life. Even through the obstacles, bro. You know, like, knowledge will really, release you from what you think you can't control. You know, some of the shit we can't control. But we can control how we react to it. That's the best thing. Some of us react to shit that didn't even need the type of reaction we gave it. You feel me? Like, some of us need help. Stop getting entertained so damn much. We love entertainment, but don't love education. Ain't that ass backwards? That's the devil. You know? But you know me, I ain't gonna stop. I ain't stopping what I'm doing for somebody. What they say first, if you a lifeguard and you see somebody drown, let them drown first. Because if you get in and you try to save them, they gonna kill you. I'm gonna let you drown, and then I'm gonna come get you. But right now, if I hop in, I'm gonna drown with you, bro. And I ain't trying to drown. I gotta let you drown. Then I'm gonna come back. All right, y'all ready for this chapter? It say, so we on wealth file number 9. Remember, it's 17 wealth files. This is what it looks like. Wealth file number 9. So it say, rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. See, I might be like, what do you mean rich people are bigger than their problems? What do you mean poor people are smaller than their problems? Remember, when we talking about rich and poor, we talking about mentality. We talking about mindset, not money. We gonna see what they talking about when they say bigger and smaller than their problems. Y'all ready? All right. It says, as I said earlier, getting rich is not a stroll in the park. It is a journey that is full of twists, turns, detours, and obstacles. The road to wealth is fraught with traps and pitfalls, and that's precisely why most people don't take it. Most people don't take it because it comes with so much, right? They don't want the hassle, the headaches, and the responsibilities. In short, they don't want the problems, right? People don't want the problems that come with being wealthy. Let's write that down. So, some of y'all might be like, why don't I really want it? Because you probably don't want the problems that come with it. So, let's write people don't want the problems that come with being. See, I'm the type of motherfucker that gotta write down everything they just said. I can't have sentences, try to chip out words. I can't. I'm the person that gotta get the whole thing, because once I get the whole thing, it's gonna be stuck in my mind. So people don't want the problems that come with being wealthy. Wealthy. Affluent. That's another word for wealthy. Affluent. Right? And that could be parentheses, twists. We could put in parentheses, twists, detours, and the biggest one, responsibility. People don't want responsibilities. You need responsibilities. I feel like men have responsibilities, kids don't. And I'm responsible for, you know, me building this legacy that I have. Because I'm fascinated with wealth. Once I got introduced to it, I'm like, damn. So this how these people move. Like, when I heard about the stock market, and mind you, I never heard of a stock market. I promise you, I never knew you could buy stocks. I never knew what a stock was. Never in my life. I've been on this earth for 21 years. I never heard of a stock. Never. I never knew Apple had a stock on a stock market. Like, it still don't make sense to me. I never heard of a stock market. Like, a stock market? What do you mean? Like, you can put money in a stock and then your money goes up and down. But if you hold for the long term, it goes up in value. Why nobody told me about that? I'm confused. People be like, I already know about it. Why you stop? But you know why. I know why they stopped. They wasn't fascinated. All right. So we know people don't want the problems that come with being wealthy. People don't want the problems. So it says, therein lies on no, therein lies one of the biggest differences between rich people and poor people. That's the difference. The difference is rich people gonna take the responsibilities, poor people don't. It says rich and successful people are bigger than their problems. What do you mean by that? What do you mean they're bigger than their problems? Rich and successful people are bigger than their problem. What do you mean by that? Rich and successful people are bigger than their problems, while poor and unsuccessful people are smaller than their problems. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, we got a question. Like, what does that mean? Right? It says poor people will do almost anything to avoid problems. They see a challenge and they run. The irony is that in their quest to make sure they don't have problems, they have the biggest problem of all. They're broke and miserable. The secret to success, my friends, is not to try to avoid or get rid of or shrink from your problems. The secret is to grow yourself so that you are bigger than any problem. Did y'all not just y'all didn't get the message? I'm gonna read it again. Listen, he said, I'm not gonna read that all up there because I'm gonna just read this part. He said, the secret to success, my friends, is not to try to avoid or get rid of or shrink from your problems. Here it is. The secret is to grow yourself so that you are bigger than your problems. What do you mean grow yourself so that you're bigger than your problems? Become more, get knowledge, get competent, do everything to grow yourself mentally so you are bigger than your problem. See, what happens is when a problem comes to us, we think the problem is bigger than us. But the only reason we think the problem is bigger than us because we have not built ourselves up to be bigger than the problem. So since we don't work on ourselves like how we work on these jobs and make them richer, the problem seems bigger. But if we work on ourselves, read, write, get understanding, communicate, do all these mental exercises, the problem is always going to be bigger than us, right? So that's the secret. You got to grow yourself. Grow. Listen to this. Let's write that down. Because we just got the secret. You see how simple that was? The secret is to grow yourself so that you're bigger The secret is to grow yourself so that you're bigger than the problem. It says, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, imagine you are a person with a level 2 strength of character and a attitude looking at a level 5 problem, right? So you're a level 2 character and the problem is a level 5. Would this problem appear to be big or little? So if you're a level 2 strength, right? You're a level 2 strength of character and attitude looking at a level 5 problem. Would this problem appear to be big or little? Let me know in the chat. The problem would be big, right? Because it says from a level 2 perspective, a level 5 problem would seem like a big problem because you're only at a level 2 perspective, right? It says, now imagine if you've grown yourself and became a level 8 person, in character and attitude. Would the same level 5 problem be a big problem or a little problem? It says magically, the identical problem is now a little problem. Why is it a little problem? Because you've grown into a level 8 character and attitude, right? Now it says, finally, imagine you've really worked hard on yourself. Let's underline that part right there. Imagine you've worked really hard on yourself. That word right there, yourself, not your job, yourself. How do you work on yourself? You get educated. right? It says, finally, imagine if you worked really hard on yourself and became a level 10 person. Now, is this the same? It says, now, is this same level 5 problem a big problem or a little problem? It says the answer is that it's no problem. It doesn't even register in your brain as a problem. There's no negative energy around it. It's just a normal occurrence to handle, like brushing your teeth or getting dressed. Why is he comparing it to brushing your teeth? Because you've grown to a level 10 person, and that level 5 problem don't even, it's just like it's like rain falling on the windshield with the windshield wiper going on. It's just going to wipe away. It says, note that whether you are rich or poor, playing big or playing small, problems do not go away. So he's saying no matter if you're rich or poor, problems don't go away. It says, if you're breathing, you will always have so-called problems and obstacles in your life. Let me make this short and sweet. The size of your problem is never the issue. There you go. Bingo. Bingo. We got action. Damn, I think I wrote on all these papers. Okay. Okay then. I wrote on all these papers. Listen to what he say. This is, see, like I said, we get simple answers and then try to make them hard because we've been programmed for so long to find a hard answer when it's right in our face. You feel me? The simplest answers be right there. It says the size of the problem is never the issue. Some of y'all might be like, "How? What do you mean the size of the problem is never the issue?" Because I'm a 10 and the problem is a level 5. If I'm a 10 in character and attitude, you know, I'm up to par, right? So I'm bigger than the problem. But if I'm a level 2 person, you know, I'm not educated, I'm not knowledgeable, I'm not competent, you know, I'm inadequate. If I'm a level 2 and the problem is a level 10, that problem is gonna seem like Hulk looking like hovering over us. And we like, damn, that's a big ass problem. Like, that's what it's gonna be like. So it says the size of the problem is never the issue. What matters is the size of you. Mm. Mm. What matters is you. It said this may be painful, but if you're ready to move to the next level of success, you're going to have to become conscious of what's really going on in your life. Remember I said earlier, you got to make conscious decisions. It says, ready, here it goes. It says, if you have a big problem in your life, all that means is that you are being a small person. Don't be fooled by appearances. Your outer world is merely a reflection of your inner world. Your outer world is merely a reflection of your inner world. Your outer world is merely a reflection of your inner world. What does that mean? Whatever is going on inside of you, not your stomach, whatever's going on in your mental factory, in your mental bank, it's going to be a reflection of what comes out the bank. You feel me? If you want to make a permanent change, if you want to make a permanent change, stop focusing on the size of the problems and start focusing on the sides of you. So what size are you? Are you a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 7, a 8? What are you? Right? Because it determines what size you are. The problem don't matter. As long as you build yourself up, the problem will never matter because you gonna always be bigger than the problem. But if you don't work on yourself mentally and get knowledge and get understanding and get all the tools necessary to be bigger than the problem is gonna always be bigger than you. And that's why we feel inadequate when a big problem come to us because we haven't worked on ourselves. We work so hard on these jobs and we don't work on ourselves. We don't get knowledge. So that's why I seem like that. So it says, one of the not so subtle reminders I give participants at my seminars is this. Whenever you feel as if you've got a big problem, point to yourself and scream, mini me, mini me, mini me. He say, that will abruptly wake you up and move your attention back to where it belongs, on yourself. Then, coming from your higher self, take a deep breath and decide right now, in this very moment, you will be a bigger person and not allow any problem or obstacle to take you out of either your happiness or success. Right? So basically what he's saying, like, if a problem come, right, scream at yourself, I'm small, I'm small, I'm small, I'm small, I'm inadequate, right? Right? So do that, because that's going to abruptly wake you up. What do you mean by abruptly wake you up? Let's see what that means. Abruptly. I thought I wrote that on here. I don't got abruptly right here, but it says the bigger the problems you can handle, the bigger the business you can handle. The bigger the responsibility you can handle, the more employees you can handle, the more customers you can handle, the more money you can handle, and ultimately the more wealth you can handle. Again, your wealth can only grow to the extent that you do. Again, your wealth can only grow to the extent that you do, that I do. This objective is to grow yourself to a place where you can overcome any problems or obstacles that get in the way of your creating wealth and keeping it once you have it. By the way, keeping your wealth is a whole other world. Who knew? I sure didn't. I thought that once you made it, you made it. Boy was I boy was I in for a rude of awakening as I produced to lose my first million almost as fast as I made it. Now in hindsight, I understand what the issue was. At the At the time, my toolbox wasn't yet big and strong enough to hold the wealth I had achieved. Listen to what he said. He said, at the time, my toolbox wasn't yet big and strong enough to hold the wealth I had achieved. So when he's talking about a toolbox, he's speaking about his mental toolbox, his capacity to move smart with the money he had. You know, he wasn't competent with the money he had, so he lost it. His toolbox wasn't strong. The problem was bigger than him. Cause it's not the problem. It wasn't the problem that caused the problem. It was him. He was the problem because he wasn't bigger than the problem. It says again, thank goodness I practiced the principles of the millionaire mind and was able to recondition myself. Not only did I make that million back, but because of my new money blueprint. What is a money blueprint? Money blueprint is basically, you know, a mental file that you have in your mind that you were conditioned with or that you reconditioned, growing up or, that you built in as you grew up. So basically a money blueprint is just a blueprint of you A money blueprint is basically a blueprint that you created for when you get money. You have a blueprint to follow. You know, if all you do is spend money, that's your money blueprint, right? It say, I've made millions and millions more. Best of all, I've not only kept it, but it keeps growing at a phenomenal rate. Think of yourself as a container for wealth. If your container is small and your money is big, what's going to happen? You will lose it. Your container will overflow and the excess money will spill out all over the place. You simply cannot have more money than a container. Therefore, you must grow to be a big container so you can not only hold more wealth but also attract more wealth. So listen to what he's saying. He said, you simply cannot have more money than a container. Therefore, you must grow to be a big container so you can not only hold more wealth but attract more wealth. So he's saying become more. Become more. It said the universe um it says the universe hates a vacuum, and if you have a very large money container, it will rush in to fill the space. It says one of the reasons rich people are bigger than their problems goes back to what we discussed earlier. They don't focus on the problem, they focus on their goal. They don't focus on the problem, they focus on the goal. Rich people. They don't focus on the problem, they focus on the goal. Again, the mind generally focuses on the predominant thing. Wait, it says again, the mind generally focuses on one predominant thing at a time. So it says again, the mind generally focuses on one predominant thing at a time, meaning that either you are whining about the problem or you are working on the solution. Y'all getting game right now. This is better than entertainment. It says rich and successful people are solution oriented. They spend their time and energy strategizing, planning to answer the challenges that come up, and creating systems to make certain that problem doesn't occur again. Poor and unsuccessful people are problem oriented. They spend their time and energy bitching and complaining and seldom come up with anything creative to alleviate the problem, let alone make sure it doesn't happen again. Rich people do not back away from problems, do not avoid problems, and do not complain about problems. Rich people are financial warriors. In our Enlightened Warrior training camp, the definition of a warrior we use is one who conquers oneself. The bottom line is that if you become a master at handling problems and overcoming any obstacle, what can stop you from success? The answer is nothing. And if nothing can stop you, you become unstoppable. And if you become unstoppable, what choices do you have in your life? The answer is all choices. If you are unstoppable, anything and everything is available to you. You simply choose it and it's yours. How's that for freedom? Mm. Y'all, it's been good. Um, as y'all can see, you know, we had a good session tonight. I'm gonna catch y'all. I'm gonna end it like that. That's some food for thought rewatch. Peace.